there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Chicago.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Now Williams. We're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Give up the middle with Swift.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
They'll go play action with Goff. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Lions first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Down at the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. That's the 3rd-round rookie pick, Isaac Slaw. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. To Slaw, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Slaw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They send the tight end in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
10 yards.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10
and this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
19 more on that one, and another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete. It's to Slaw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Tight end going in motion here. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Williams in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He takes off. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Third and long. Here's Williams. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. That's quickly out to Williams.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Third and 10. Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Detroit.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They hand it to Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
13 more yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first
A
down.
gain of 13 yards.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Gibbs. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
Third and goal. Here's Goff. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Bates now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
14. Bears nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run, and they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A run here with Swift. Man. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
23 yards. And the Bears first down. First down.
So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. As we are ready to get back underway. He's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff to throw. That one taken in by St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Along the sideline, Williams pulls it in. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the 1st down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First two drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. They'll go play action with Goff. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Throwing is Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 3. Here's Williams now to throw. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Flush to his right. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Throwing on second down. Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it'll be third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. runs over the middle and into the hands of Zacchaeus. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. Third down coming up. From the gun, it's Goff. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's into the hands of Moore. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On second down, it's Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll run. It's Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Williams to throw on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after The ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Santos for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bears draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Bears 14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. And a Lions first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Here's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the give, here's Swift. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end comeback. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9. at the Lions' 41-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On first and 10, here's Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tisslaw.
Complete to Isaac Tisslaw. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. One final throw before the break. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Goff. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Williams in motion. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Bears offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. That's to the tight end, Komet. And he's going to be close to the first down. Marking just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Lions first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He looks forward for maybe a yard. Andrew Billings from the interior there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
40-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jervon Dexter getting in for the sack, and that's going to lead to third and very long.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. And even 50 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. A second down throw for Goff. Oh, a loose football. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand,
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Amik Robertson there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Now Williams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, it is Manunga. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
They'll go again with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. On the run to the right. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
35. Bears 21.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On the jet sweep, here comes William. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Complete to Jameson Williams. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun on third down, it's gone. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
I think that's just a coverage bust defensively, Mike. Somehow they lost track of the big tight end as he's getting vertical. By the time they realize it, he's already in position to make the play. Big time pitch and catch, brings up first and goal.
Ah, this defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Montgomery. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Bears 21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Over the middle, he's got Birdie. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 15
That is a
yards.
gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
1st and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels with defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. That is caught by the tight end. Post Austin Lovely. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer.
42, Bears 28.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Detroit.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 8 yards.
Montez Sweat. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That's right side and into the hands of Tislau. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 10.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. His kick is good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So, out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the right side, caught by Burton. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To the left side, he's got Komet, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Chicago.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Goff with the give to Montgomery. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
3rd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions are able to extend the lead.
Bears 28.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
That one on target to Moore. And he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams to the air once more. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. Good for a Bears first down.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw is Williams. That one's over the middle and into the hands of Zacchaeus. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Throwing on 2nd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. DJ Reader getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
3rd down and 9. Now Williams. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get there. A couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Deshaun Wright. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown.
St. Brown, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.